Assalamu alaikum viewers. Today I am going to explain the second part of myopia. Yesterday I have explained myopia definition, causes, types. Today I will explain the complications of myopia, features of myopia, diagnosis, it's mean how we can diagnose myopia, the treatment, how we can treat myopia, and finally the surgical treatment of myopia. First of all, I am going to explain the complications of myopia. Most of these complications I have explained yesterday in pathological myopia. Here I have yesterday told to you there are complications only in case of pathological myopia. In case of simple myopia there is no complications. Now come to the point. In case of first complication is myopic crescent. Yesterday I have told to you that if this is our fundus, this is our nasal side, this is our temporal side. Here you can see a moon shaped area. This moon shaped area is called as myopic crescent. Second one is posterior staphyloma. What is posterior staphyloma? It's also or you can say it as retinal configuration. Here the shape of retina will not remain normal, it start damaging. You can say this is posterior staphyloma or retinal configuration. Third one is ptosis. Why ptosis? Because of exerting accommodation ptosis develops. And fourth one, there are chances of retinal detachment RD, and it's also neovascularization. It may be macular neovascularization, it may be choroidal neovascularization. Yesterday I have explained this is your macula, this is your retina. The membrane which is attaching retina to macula is called as Bruch's membrane. When Bruch's membrane start to break, then our body try to normalize these breaks. Because of this, during this try, new vessels start to develop. This is called as neovascularization. These are blinding conditions. RD is also a blinding condition. Neovascularization is also maybe a blinding condition. Now we are going towards features of myopia. What are the features of myopia? Blurring of distance vision, headache, ptosis. I have already explained the ptosis. Because of exertion of accommodation, ptosis develops in the eyes. Now also skin development, it's in child may be intermittent skin or it may be constant skin. Okay, now one other feature of myopia is prominent eyeball. Now I am going to explain what is the diagnosis or how we can diagnose myopia. If you are working in a clinic where RF is available, then you can easily diagnose myopia with the help of RF. If you are working in a clinic, in a hospital, or you are working in a camp in peripheral area, then you can easily diagnose myopia with the help of retinoscope. Now what are the treatment options of myopia? We can treat the myopia with the help of concave lenses, we can treat myopia with the help of spectacles, or we can treat the myopia with the help of contact lenses. Now these lenses are concave lenses. If we are providing spectacles, these are also concave lenses. If we are providing contact lenses, these are also concave lenses. The last is surgical treatment, how we can treat myopia with the help of surgery. This is RK, photorefractive keratectomy. In this case we can treat myopia. up to -4 diopters. It decrease your refractive error up to -4 diopter. Here in this procedure, what we do in this procedure, here this is our cornea. Here we start to cut down the cornea at different positions with the help of a knife. In this case, refractive error decreases. This is called as refractive keratectomy. In this case, refractive decreases up to -4 diopters. Second one is photorefractive keratectomy. In this case, we ablate a layer of epithelium. In this case, we ablate a layer of epithelium. This is our cornea. Here, this is our anterior cornea, or we can say epithelium. In this case, we ablate a layer of anterior cornea. Now, if we are ablating the layer of anterior cornea, it means we are thinning cornea. When cornea thickness decreases, corneal index decreases, then refractive power decreases. In this case, we can also decrease the refractive error. In this procedure, we can decrease the refractive error up to -6 diopters. Now, third one is LASIK. Fourth one is LASIK. These are mostly same procedure. The full form of LASIK is laser epithelium keratomalacia, and full form of LASIK is laser in situ keratomalacia. Laser in situ keratomalacia. First of all, I will try to explain LASIK. Laser epithelium keratomalacia. In this case, what we will do, if this is our cornea, here we try to pick up the epithelium a little bit, but we will not separate the epithelium from cornea. When we pick, first of all, we put the alcohol at the cornea. When we put alcohol at the cornea, then epithelium automatically starts to detach from cornea. Here epithelium little bit detaches from cornea. Now what we will do, we will put laser at stroma. In this case, we decrease the index of stroma, we decrease the thickness of the stroma. When we decrease index, or when we decrease the thickness of stroma, then the refractive power decreases. Then this is called as LASIK. And fourth one is LASIK, laser in situ keratomalacia. In this case, what we will do, in this case, if this is our epithelium, here in this case we separate the epithelium from cornea. What we do in this case, we separate the epithelium from cornea. Now we have separated the epithelium from cornea. In this case, once again we put the laser on stroma, decrease the index of stroma, decrease the thickness of stroma, and after putting the lasers, again we put our epithelium at its normal position. This is LASIK, and nowadays this is the most applicable procedure. And this procedure, photokeratectomy, is not applicable nowadays. And if any patient is not agree for these LASIK or LASIK and any surgical treatment, then we have the option of lens attraction. In this case, we extract the complete crystalline lens. We extract the crystalline lens from the eye. But we do this procedure in case when the refractive error is more than 20 diopter sphere. In this case, When we extract the crystalline lens, then there is only corneal refractive power. It means the refractive error decreases. And the last point is, what we will do, we will implant a contact lens. Now you can see here, back of the cornea, but in front of the lens we will implant a contact lens, the concave contact lens. In this case it also decreases the refractive error. Now it was all about myopia. If you have any question, you can ask from me. Thank you so much.